In the realm where stellar ninth-tier powerhouses abound, adventurers, with lower cultivation levels and no powerful backing, are often easy targets for others. Luo Feng and his companions are prime examples. Their affiliation with Gaia led to an ambush by the Imperial warriors in 100 Tiger Pavilion. If it weren't for Mo Yun Teng's breakthrough to the cosmic level, their lives might have been forfeit. So, just how formidable is Mo Yun Teng at the cosmic level? Utilizing 1.12 million boundary ore collected, Luo Feng exchanged it with Wu De Rain for the life fruit. This fruit contains incredibly pure life force. Even if severely wounded, consuming one can instantly restore perfect health. Moreover, absorbing its essence can induce significant transformations, akin to gaining an extra life. Under its influence, Mo Yun Teng, originally a stellar fourth tier, soared to the second tier at the cosmic level. Mo Yun Teng is a robust auxiliary plant life. At the cosmic level, it boasts 72 main tendrils, each stretching 210 kilometers. Its Mo Yun battle armor, forged from Mo Yun Teng's essence, packs enough punch to level buildings within a 100-mile radius. Even a peak 9-tier powerhouse like the Golden Horn Behemoth pales in comparison to the sheer might of a second-tier cosmic Mo Yun Teng. With its 72 main tendrils working in tandem and remarkable cellular activity, a second-tier cosmic Mo Yun Teng can engage in battle with a fourth-tier cosmic powerhouse. Leveraging the evolved Mo Yun Teng, Luo Feng embarked on a month-and-a-half-long hunting spree, with the 7th Squad, led by 9th Princess Brolin, as his prime targets. Though the evolved Mo Yun Teng cannot simultaneously slay tens of thousands of 9-tier powerhouses, it can eliminate the leaders of these groups and seize their spatial storage devices. Thus, slender tendrils delve into the depths underground, guided by the intelligent Bobatar, quickly dispatching 9 squad leaders and claiming 2 storage devices. Following the breakthrough to the stellar tier, Mo Yun Teng boldly acquired 610,000 boundary ores in its first strike. However, the hunting spree did not cease. With Bobatar's assistance, Mo Yun Teng successively eliminated 6 squad leaders from the Imperial warriors, led by Brolin. The losses extended to countless mid and junior squad leaders. After a month-and-a-half of hunting, Luo Feng, armed with a second-tier cosmic Mo Yun Teng, secured 9 treasures and amassed a staggering 9.08 million boundary ores. While Luo Feng reaped rich rewards, Brolin felt a surge of anger. She never imagined that the individual she deemed as insignificant as an ant would single-handedly attack 6 squad leaders, resulting in substantial losses of troops and the confiscation of spatial storage devices. These 6 squads comprise 180,000 9-tier powerhouses, armed with various artillery, yet they failed to kill Luo Feng, who was merely at the 4th or 5th stellar tier. This was undoubtedly a terrible blow to Brolin. The treasure hunt in the boundary was a significant endeavor for both Brolin and her grandfather, Higreif. To obtain the triple password for the legacy crystal ball, Higreif staked his entire fortune. In the end, they only found a recording inside the crystal ball. Brolin perished in the boundary, and Higreif not only lost everything, but also became a pariah. Their extreme actions left them with no room for failure, only success. Unfortunately, their efforts were in vain. Brolin and Higreif's failure led to dire consequences. As a result, Brolin felt a sense of disgrace, unable to lift her head among her fellow princes. However, she forced a smile and reassured them, "We've only just begun. Let's see how it goes." Moments later, her excitement soared as she noticed Luo Feng's name rising on the rankings, eventually settling at 997th place. Bursting with joy, she exclaimed, "This talent is meticulously cultivated by our Black Dragon Mountain Empire." The other princes echoed her sentiments, for the Black Dragon Mountain Empire had consistently performed well in the past several talent selections. However, when the topic shifted to Brolin, the atmosphere turned tense. "Brolin, why don't I see anyone from your Black Dragon Mountain Empire?" a prince inquired innocently. Brolin's face darkened instantly. The recent performances of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire had been disappointing, failing even to secure a spot within the top 10,000 in the last selection. As princes representing their respective regions, they all valued regional pride. If the Black Dragon Mountain Empire produced a super powerhouse or genius, it would bring immense honor to the entire empire, and other nations would take notice. Hence, due to the lackluster performance of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire in the recent selections, Brolin couldn't help but feel ashamed unable to raise her head in front of the other princes. Nevertheless, she managed to force a smile and said slowly, "It's still early days. Let's wait and see." Soon after, what she witnessed filled her with astonishment. A familiar name caught her eye, Luo Feng. As he entered the arena, Luo Feng had concealed his true strength until now. Seeing his name steadily climb the rankings, stopping at 997th place, Brolin couldn't contain her excitement. She exclaimed jubilantly, "This individual is a genius, carefully nurtured by our Black Dragon Mountain Empire." Yet, as she looked at the name, Brolin couldn't shake the feeling of familiarity. Suddenly, she recalled the Luo Feng from the boundary. However, she quickly dismissed the notion. The universe was vast, and surely there was more than one Luo Feng. So, she brushed it off as mere coincidence. Nevertheless, as Luo Feng surged into the top 100 in the elimination rounds, emerging as the dark horse of the competition, his image was swiftly released by the Virtual Universe Company. At that moment, Brolin realized that Luo Feng was indeed the same individual from the boundary. Filled with mixed emotions, Brolin couldn't help but feel both admiration and resentment towards him. Admiration for his remarkable rise as the biggest dark horse of the competition. If he were to break into the top 10 in the finals, his Black Robe Empire would undoubtedly gain immense fame, and he himself would hold his head high among the princes of other nations. Yet, resentment lingered for his actions in the boundary, which thwarted her plans and caused her considerable trouble. However, she soon came to terms with the reality. With Luo Feng's sudden rise to prominence, he had become the target of various major powers. Seeking revenge was now out of the question. Instead, she could only hope that Luo Feng would break into the top 10, as that would bode well for her future. After joining the Virtual Universe Company, Luo Feng participated in the once every 5,000 years Cosmic Peak Genius Battle and achieved an impressive third-place finish. He was honored by the Emperor of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire as the Lord of the Galaxy and was also absorbed as a core disciple by the Virtual Universe Company. Later, he entered Chaos City and began practicing under the True Yen King. Upon breaking through to the Domain Lord level, he succeeded as the ambassador to the Borderlands for the Chenwu Universe Nation. Since then, Luo Feng has been away from Earth for over 200 years. During these years, Luo Feng has only gained some knowledge about Earth and the Luo family through the Virtual Universe Network. By the time Luo Feng became the Lord of the Galaxy, Earth had already begun to engage with various major forces in the universe, leading to its enhanced development. Under the leadership of Su Xian and Luo Hua, the Luo family gradually transformed into a prominent clan on Earth. With an escort army, Luo Feng boarded the Meteor Inc. starship and rushed back to Earth at full speed. So, what changes have occurred on Earth and within the Luo family after 200 years? Upon the Meteor Inc. starship's arrival in the solar system, Luo Feng was slightly surprised by the scene before him. Spaceships shuttled back and forth between Earth, a green planet, and some satellites. These green planets were originally Mars, transformed by humans into habitable worlds, suitable for interstellar migration. The Luo family had purchased a large number of low-level spaceships, facilitating travel between Earth and the various satellites, including Mars. The Meteor Inc. starship quickly approached the Earth's atmosphere, prompting Luo Feng to let out a long sigh of relief. A hint of complexity flashed in his eyes, followed by a smile. "I'm back." Returning to Earth this time, Luo Feng brought over 1,000 guards, including 10 domain lords and one immortal tier powerhouse named Dylan. Since his return didn't require a grand announcement, he instructed Dylan to absorb the 1,000 guards into his internal world. Then, the two of them left the spacecraft and flew towards Earth. The ruins left behind by the Great Nirvana period had gradually been covered by newly grown vegetation, forming vibrant green forests inhabited not by monsters, but by ordinary animals. Urban development was bustling, with significant changes having taken place. Luo Feng strolled through the streets of his hometown, Yangzhou City, with Dylan. Passing by a restaurant that had been open for 200 years, they noticed a lively scene. It seemed that someone was causing trouble under the name of the Luo family. Intrigued upon hearing that it was related to the Luo family, Luo Feng approached to observe. It turned out that the new generation genius of the Luo family, Luo Yanchang, had ordered his men to clear the place. Exploiting the influence of the Luo family, they intentionally bullied the weak. Even when the police arrived, they couldn't do anything to them, as all the police officers on Earth were at the warlord level. Suddenly, a spaceship appeared above the restaurant. It was Luo Yanchang. He ordered his bodyguards to disperse the crowd and then said to his men, "I told you to teach him a lesson, but you also need to consider the situation. Don't embarrass me." Hearing these words from the shadows, Luo Feng felt disappointed. This 8th-generation grandson of his acted one way in public and another in private, displaying excessive ruthlessness and lacking moral principles. Were all his descendants like this? When Luo Yanchang noticed Luo Feng had already removed his disguise. The young master of the Luo family turned pale at the sight of Luo Feng's face, almost instantly recognizing the man before him, the Lord of the Galaxy, the head of the Luo family, his idol. But everything he had just done must have been seen by Luo Feng, and such behavior of bullying was strictly prohibited in the Luo family. With a trembling heart, Luo Yanchang saw Luo Feng leave behind a cold remark, "Go home immediately. They will forget seeing me." And then, he disappeared. Luo Yanchang knew what he had done. He knew he couldn't resist this legendary patriarch and could only silently accept his orders, smiling bitterly as he boarded the spaceship and quickly returned to the Luo family. Reflecting on the misconduct of the Luo family's descendants, Luo Feng felt both angry and helpless. Through Su Xian, he learned that in the past 200 years, 3 family members who violated the family rules had been executed for heinous crimes, while 37 had been sent to mine mineral planets for 3 to 10 years. Considering Luo Yanchang's crimes, he would probably be sentenced to mining planets. The rules of the Luo family were strict, tolerating no mistakes from its disciples. Otherwise, they would face severe punishment, a fact that Luo Feng was satisfied with. After dealing with Luo Yanchang's matter, Luo Feng held a family banquet. Looking at the over 2,000 family members gathered in the hall, he felt 1,000 emotions. He burst into laughter, never expecting to have so many descendants. This was the inheritance and continuation of a family. At the same time, Luo Feng felt speechless when he learned that his 9th-generation grandson, Luo Kedi, had 51 wives and 49 children. If each descendant married dozens of wives and had dozens of children, in a few hundred or even thousands of years, the Luo family's population would exceed tens of millions, perhaps rivaling some ancient families in the Black Dragon Mountain starfield. Next, Luo Feng planned to stay on Earth for a long time. The future of Earth and the Luo family required his protection and guidance. He planned to renovate Earth. Strengthening Earth's defense also requires dealing with the threat of the bug nest.